It's Transformers96 here with another video review. This time it's Star Wars The Clone Wars Snow Gear, Plo Koon, and Fisto. So there you go. So I decided to do a double review of both figures just because they're both Jedi, they're both Snow Gear, they're pretty much just they should go together. So I thought, I've got a bunch of stuff to review, why not kill some time and do 2 in 1. So very nice. So here's the packaging for both of them. Very cool. Obviously it's a new packaging with the dice randomly somewhere in the package with their cards in the back. Some good artwork here, as you can see. And then you flip it and you get a drawing of a comic book which they appeared in, because they do not appear in the show. They only appear in the comic book, which is interesting. Then over here you get another one with Fisto over there, but Plo Koon mainly. And the rest in the assortment. This is from the first of the 3 new waves that are coming out. Plo Koon is from the first of the 3 new ones, and Fisto is from the second of the 3 new waves. So very cool. So far I have everybody that I want from wave 1 and wave 2 of the 3 new ones, because I did just find Hondo and Naka last night, and I already had Savage Press, and I had Sissy 10, however you say his name, and Saparsis the Bounty Hunter. So I am caught up on the first 2 of the 3 new waves, which is really nice, and now I just need the last wave of the new ones. So anyway, so here you go. So they're cool figures. What I really liked about them was 2 things. Their uniqueness. They're very interesting, and it was a really neat concept to do for them. And I liked all the accessories that they came with. If you don't know me much, but I really like accessories. They're fun, because you can do a whole bunch of different combinations, make the figures look cooler, and some of them just make poses look even better and stuff like that. So I do really like the accessories. So any figure that comes with a couple accessories that look pretty cool, I'm in for, that aren't gimmick related. So anyway, let's just go over articulation first. Articulation is different, but it's only different in really like one place. So let's just go over Fisto's articulation. Okay, so Fisto, no head articulation. One of the worst things about him, really didn't expect it considering his other versions have head articulation, but he has no head, there's no neck, it's just, there's nothing. So unfortunately no head articulation, which is a shame. Ball hinge shoulders, let's see here, does this, yeah, ball hinge elbows, swivel wrist, swivel waist, swivel hips, hinge swivel ankles, and or hinge swivel knees, and no ankle articulation. So pretty much the same thing goes for Plo Koon here. Let me just, okay, I'll put him back on the base. So for Plo Koon, you've got the same type of thing, except he does have head articulation. He has a swivel neck, ball hinge shoulders, ball hinge elbows, swivel wrist, swivel waist, swivel hips, and a ball hinge, or just a hinge swivel knee. So good articulation for both of them, except for the lacking of head in Fisto, and of course the standard Clone Wars articulation that is lacking a better thigh joint and is lacking in ankle joint altogether. So what are you going to do with that though? So but they're very cool. They've got some good sculpts. This right here, Fisto, she's got a good sculpt. If I'm not mistaken, they have the exact same legs. And that is just something that I just noticed right here, like 2 seconds before I even mentioned that. I just noticed it. They do have the exact same leg sculpts. So that's interesting. I didn't know, just repainted. So very interesting. Didn't know that until I just noticed it. So that's interesting. It's nothing. There's nothing wrong with that, because they fit. They've got the same leg sculpt, so that's cool. So they've got kind of the same kind of thing going on here. Fisto has this kind of almost robe thing that was kind of attached, and it does hinge out, so you can get his legs out farther, which is nice. It's a softer plastic. I like the jacket and everything. It looks good, and this head sculpt, it's a bit plain. It's all just kind of one here. I like how the hair fades into this darker green. That's really nice. And the face sculpt's pretty good, except for his eyelash. He's got like this white eyelash that really just, it doesn't look good. It looks kind of strange for him. And considering the other one didn't have that, here's the other version. Overall, this is a definite much better Fisto. But the uniqueness of the snow gear, that's really what you're buying here. As you can see, this guy, he's got a fantastic head sculpt. Love it. I love how you can see the hood and everything, and how it's made of a kind of softer plastic, and overall, I think Plo Koon is a much better figure. And if I'm not mistaken, yep. Oh, I just noticed that. That's interesting. The upper half of them is the exact same sculpt. So the chest and the legs are the same on them. As for everything else seems to be unique. But they did reuse those two parts, which is totally fine because they fit. They look good. So them all with all their accessories. Obviously, they come with lightsabers, which is nice. The standard lightsabers that all Jedi pretty much come with. This green on his lightsaber is a bit darker than the other Fisto that I just had out here, so that's kind of nice. Sorry, they're small accessories, so you just kind of have to hinge them on the gills, which is kind of strange. And then the feet, the snow gear shoes, they peg into the foot, which I like, because it's not like you're just standing him on the things. They actually fit on them. So there's Fisto all snow geared out there. And here comes Plo Koon. So very cool. I don't have a regular Plo Koon figure to compare him with, just because I just really never got one. I started collecting Clone Wars pretty much right before, or in the middle of the season 3, which when they already had released a Plo Koon. So I really just didn't get him. So yeah, I don't have one. So here you go. So they look cool. They've got the same foot gear. It's the same thing. Fisto's silver and Plo Koon's white. I think the white looks so much better with him, and silver just doesn't look as good. But they're decent. The feet are cool. They've got like spikes at the end there. They look really nice. And then they've got something on their face. This Fisto's got some cool sunglasses, which look pretty nice. I like them. Or not sunglasses, I guess like snow glasses. And he's got this weird breathing mask on, which looks really cool. It's nothing that you would ever display him as. I seriously doubt anybody's gonna keep his mask on for display. But it looks cool just there. It just looks cool. What I don't like about the foot gear is there's no peg at the bottom. So they could have put in a peg. I don't see why they couldn't have. So it would have been cool if you could peg the shoes into into their bases, but you really just can't. But overall, these two are very cool. I love the snow gear. You can do a lot of fun things with it. But overall, the individual sculpts of the figures are very nice. Plo Koon is better than Fisto by a lot, I'd say. I think that his colors are a lot nicer. They look more like snow gear. Fisto's head sculpt's pretty decent, but not too great. And Plo Koon does have a bit more of articulation, which is always nice. So there you go. The reason that you're going to want to get these are for the uniqueness of the snow gear Jedis, which are kind of cool, or if you're a hardcore Fisto / Plo Koon fan, you'll definitely want to get them. But other than that, there's not a whole lot of reason to get them, unless you're a completist or you love Jedi or something. But overall, if you had to pick one, definitely go with Plo Koon. And considering Plo Koon's a little bit easier to get because he's part of the earlier wave, which is starting to hit stores like now. For some reason, I found like Wave 2 of the 3 new ones. For some reason, I found it pretty early, so that's pretty lucky for me. But Wave 1 is starting to hit stores. I've started to see it, so you can definitely start finding them. But pretty cool figures together. If you get one, I'd recommend getting the other, but it's just, I don't know how worth it is to get both of them. But Plo Koon is a very nice figure. Great head sculpt, really great. So anyway, so that's my review. It's a double review of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Snow Gear, Plo Koon, and Fisto. Thanks for watching.